Telling his players, look, that's done. The next one, to be fair, all we've heard was that on board. Yeah, they had plenty of time to play to think about that match first of all, and then to calm down and think of this one.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, all. We apologize for starting a little bit late. I think we sent out the link and it was not connecting or so we had to generate another link. So right now, I think we're good to go. All right, thank you all for coming in to today's meeting. It's another exciting day. And thank you all for the feedback after our last meeting. We had quite some interesting feedbacks after the last Zoom call we had. We'll be doing this more frequently now to just keep us updated on everything we're doing. So basically this Zoom meeting is to enable us get acquainted with ourselves and then to constantly update you on what we're doing as a team or as a community. Last time we were able to share a little about how we started and where we are. And today we want to be able to build up on that. We want to be able to talk further on how far this has been. I'm seeing some, beautiful people. It's been a while, guys. Good to see you all. And thank you for joining once again. All right, so the basis for today's meeting will be centered more on marketing. Last week, we were able to talk about the benefits of, joining a cooperative society and how much this can really help us grow individually and how much this can help us make some money, by the side. So, and we don't want to take this for granted. We want to put in the very best that we can to make sure that this works. And we have such a team. These guys are up and doing. And I want to thank the whole team and everybody that has contributed to making sure that NAKOWA works. It's been a great journey, a very successful one so far. We've had our highs and lows. We made some profits, we made some losses, and we've learned so much in the process. One of the things we'll talk about today is how to make this work. Last week, we started talking about the sustainability plan. And one of the things we shared was the percentage, the reason why we used the percentage that we're using right now. And then we talked about the auto resubscription. We talked about the investment opportunities we have. We talked about the mining business we have, the physical mining business, that is tin, columbite, gold, sapphire, and all the precious metals that you know. And we talked about crypto market, crypto trading. We talked about networking, and we talked about the fabric business that we have. And somebody suggested pure water business, which is a very good one. Somebody else suggested a bottled water, which is also good. Other people have suggested farming, which is good. And we're considering all of these businesses. But right now, our core business that we're doing right now is the mining and the cryptocurrency. The fabric business, we are working to see how that can go. We're working on a partnership with Modasir and Brothers, one of the biggest dealers of fabrics in Kano State. So what we're trying to do is to see how we can extend what we're doing to other northern states. Right now, we've gotten an office in Gombe. We're here to start working on it. And we're building a team right now that would man that particular office. Kano is doing well, but I must congratulate my Just people. Just has done so well. In fact, Just is like the bedrock of this right now. And I want to really use this opportunity to thank all the Just people for the effort you put in. You have done so well in terms of marketing, in terms of making sure that this association stands. Like I told you last time, this is not all about the Adache platform that we're doing now. This is way beyond Adache. The Adache is just basically a stepping stone to the things we have to offer. But we want to use the Adache platform to be able to raise capital for all these businesses that we've mentioned. Now, the mining space has been very tricky recently because of the congestion at the Apapa port and also the Port Harcourt port. There's been so much congestion and goods has not been going out. But we found a way around it and found a way to still sell our commodity even with that bottleneck. So it's been a slow market. In the crypto space, we made some very giant progress, and we've made some money. Some money is in mining crypto. And we've also made some money in initial DEX offerings. We made some money in initial coin offerings. We've made some money just trading the coins, within Binance and other platforms. And we want to step up more on that. But prices of coins have been very low, but thank God for the team we have. We've been doing so well in our trading platforms. Now, the marketing of NAKOWA as it is everybody's duty. Most of our members just want to come into the system and then expect that everything goes well and then they get paid at the end of the day. It's fine. But we have people who are working tirelessly day and night to make sure that this succeeds. We have the strategy team that are constantly thinking of new ways to make our Adache platform work. We have the team that are constantly thinking about how to bring in businesses that would help support the system. A business or businesses that we can fall back to once we have any issue in the system. But right now we're doing well. The system is going really, really good. And we thank God for where we are right now. But we still have some work to do. We have a lot of work to do. For the team in Kano, we've been doing so much on air. We've been doing so much sending bulk SMSs to people. We've been doing so much talking to people one-on-one. People have been coming to the office and we've been talking to them. But we still need to do more. Because there's a target that we have to meet for this to really succeed. I'm really glad that some of our members have taken it upon themselves to help us market, even without any pay. Most of us work on volunteer basis. and we're using our resources to make sure that this works. So I'm basically encouraging everyone in this platform, or everyone that is a member. Don't just look at this as one of those schemes, because people join stuff like this and they think that, okay, they are waiting for the day that it will crash. People join with the mindset that, the thing will soon crash. But I don't want us to have that mindset. I want us to claim ownership of this particular platform. I want us to look at this as something that we have to make happen. If individually we can talk to 2 people about NAKOWA, it's a big deal. Before you know it, we're making serious progress as per how many members we have in the system. While the strategy team and the business guys are working in the background to make sure that they bring the best profit to us, we also need to do our part to bring in people to become members so that we can, turn around the monies that we're getting. So we want to succeed as far as this business is concerned. Like I keep telling people, our target is to go microfinance bank. We don't want to just start a cooperative society and we stay there without growing. We want to be able to grow. We want to be able to make progress and become a brand. And that is gradually happening. Many businesses have approached us. Many companies have approached us and say, hey, guys, how can we partner? What can we do together to make this succeed? And I believe that in the days to come, in the months to come, so much will be happening in NAKOWA. But one of the things I want to tell you is that you're properly positioned right now, because this team, or this particular number of members that we have, our target is to get 500 members. And once we get the 500 members, we're able to put a peg on it and review and see where we are. So once we have that number, just know that everybody becomes a shareholder once we're able to raise our share capital of 2 billion to be able to go microfinance bank. You automatically become a shareholder in that setup. So I want us to make this work. Please discourage people from saying that the thing will crash, or what are they doing to make sure that the thing work. We have a vibrant team of business people that are working tirelessly day and night to make sure that this succeeds. Now, one of the things that we've also talked about is the agribusiness. We've had some fertilizer companies approach us that they have some tons of fertilizers they want to supply to farmers. So in case you're a farmer here and you think it's something you want to do, please contact our administrative desk and see how we can discuss this further. So we have some fertilizer right now that it's an opportunity for those that are farming. And then, okay, we also have the networking market. Now, like I shared last time, that networks have come and gone, but it is rare to see that a network crashes. There are networks we've identified that if we go in as a team, as a group, we would succeed. And we'll be talking to some of our members here that are actively into network marketing to see how they can put us through and bring us up to speed on the best way to join these marketing platforms. So we'll make those platforms available to us as soon as we get clarity as to what we're going to do. Now, we have had a full cycle, which means we've started doing the auto subscriptions. So we started paying people for the second round last week, and it's been going good so far. But we want to appeal to those that are on queue right now for auto resubscription. Once this weekend runs out, we will sort everything out. So far, we've been able to pay close to 36 million naira. And this coming week, we know we'll pay people close to 7 million also. So that will be close to 42 million also. So the second phase of our audit is also ongoing. We want to do this frequently so that we're doing all the checks and balances as much as we can. Our Bauchi office is also up. Yeah. We finished the painting last week. I'm not sure if they've been able to put furniture there, but the Bauchi Road office, it's a big deal because that's where we have the Muslim community. And you know that the Muslim community, they are quite a number. And when they come in massively. So we've done some really good marketing in that aspect, and we've been able to secure an office. So hopefully this coming Monday, which is next tomorrow, that's the 6th, is it the 6th or 5th now? Yes, 5th of July, the office should take off. Gombe office should take off maybe 2nd or 3rd week of July. And that should also start working. The office is at, for those of you who know Gombe, the International Hotel in Gombe. The office is located there. They have offices in there. And so we got one of the spaces there. Now they've contacted us from Katsina. We're still talking with them, trying to fine tune the idea to see how this would go. We want to take it slow a little bit because for each of these offices we're setting up, we're paying rent, and then we're spending monies to, to put personnel there. So we want to cut our operation cost as much as possible. Most of the people that work for us right now are basically working based on volunteer basis, so we want to cut our operational costs to the barest minimum for now, depending when we can stand strong and everything will go. So please, if you want to maybe ask a question, or you want to contribute, or you have something to say, there's a place where you can quickly raise your hand up, and then we can take questions quickly before we go. So does anybody have questions? So if you have a question, I can quickly unmute you, and then we can hear you talk. No questions?
Good evening.
Hi, Mr. Kayode, good evening.
Yeah, I want it still stand as that 2 months. Can you hear
Hello,
me?
Michael.
Yes. Can you hear
Can you
me?
please take that question again?
I said, I noticed it's 2 months before you get paid on this program.
Yes.
So can it be narrowed down to just a month? Is there any possibility of getting paid within a month?
Okay, Mr. Michael, that's a good question. But for now, we want to stick to the 60-day cycle.
Okay.
We want to stick to the 60-day cycle. If we're reviewing we'll put your question out to the strategy team and give you a feedback on this. Okay?
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Mr. Ikita.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Coronarians. You just made mention of those who are volunteering in various offices and are not paid. I don't know if that is a good thing to do. These people are giving quality services, I want to presume, and it wouldn't be out of place if they're given a token or something to show appreciation. But I think doing it for free, in my own opinion, doesn't get the best of services. What do you think about that?
Yeah, you're very correct. Well, for now, what we're doing with them is we're giving them transport allowances. So we're giving them stipends for transport and lunch. So basically that's what we're doing now. But we want to be able to, this coming month, in July, where I promised them that we'll put in some investment for them.
Okay.
You understand? So that way they have, after 2 months, their own payment can start coming in for them.
Okay.
So basically that's what we put in place to see how that can go.
Oh, thank you.
But you're right. These guys are working very hard. It's not easy to deal with people on a daily basis, and then they have to go. So it's basically like a full-time job. They go 9 in the morning, close 5 in the evening, sometimes 6, 7, 8. They even work weekends. So we want to put some investment for them this coming week. We're harvesting some of our coins. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention that, Mr. Kita. We're also farming some of these crypto coins. So we're able to harvest $300. We started farming last month, and we started with $1,500, and we've made $300 so far, which is a big deal. So those profits can basically be used to pay people or to put in an investment. Some of the guys that are working with us now, we asked them, what would you want? And they were so passionate about it. They said, we don't want money. We just want this to happen, to succeed. But we started giving them stipends. But with the small profits we're making now, we want to be able to invest for them. Is that good enough for you, Mr. Kita?
Yeah, that's
Am I pronouncing your name well?
You are absolutely correct. You got that name right.
Okay. How is Benue?
No, even though I'm in Makurdi, I'm in Jos rather.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm in Jos.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to say something about the agricultural sector and encourage the team lead and the other guys on board. The agricultural sector is so much vested with opportunities therein, and if you are able to look into that, that will be quite good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. In fact, we just missed the season. We had approached some farmers in Saminaka. Saminaka, I think, is in Kaduna State, right? So they were supposed to give us a piece of land to farm maize and guinea corn, and then rice. But of course, we're just we're still taking baby steps. We don't want to, because we had put in funds in the mining. We have like 3 million naira in the mining, the tin mining now. We have like 3 million naira in crypto. So we wanted to be able to gather these funds. We don't want to overinvest, so that in the long run, we're not running short of funds to pay people also. So we want to be careful how we put in these monies. But we've made contact with the guys from Saminaka. We have a few members from there, and they said they could give us land to farm on. That's one of the places. And then we have a place also in, what did they call this place now? Here in Kano. They also approached us that they have a piece of land that we can rent and farm on. But of course, we needed to also put in money there. But now that we have a fertilizer partner, it's easy to go into farm because we can easily get fertilizer now. So that's it. Okay, any other question? Or any contribution? Okay, so just to, I hope I'm not overflocking this, just to still encourage our people to please share the good news of NAKOWA to everyone that you see. Trust me, we're here to stay, and we have very honest people. The good thing about NAKOWA is that it is not a one-man business. It's not a one-man show. It's a team, a collective, a team of people that are running this. And everybody that is a member here is a stakeholder. So please don't just put your money in a system and expect that the system would work for you. Please put in some work too. Bring in suggestions on how we can improve. Contact us when you see that we're not doing the right thing. Please don't be afraid to speak out your mind. We're always here to make sure that this works. So please keep circulating the news. People have been calling me from far and wide to tell me that they've heard about NAKOWA, and they are surprised that they are just getting to know about it. So please spread the good news. Well, if there's nothing on the table for tonight, we might close the meeting for today. Next week, Saturday, I'm not sure we'll meet, but we'll communicate to us. But next week, Saturday, will be basically to just update us on where we are right now and what we're doing. And then we've had people approach us for businesses, so we'll talk with them this week and see how we can come together and also talk about it. Thank you all and have a good evening.